Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and for today's video I am going to be doing a book haul. That's what it is. So I know I said in my last book haul that I wasn't really going to be doing monthly book hauls anymore, and I haven't. It's September and the last one I did was for July, so I didn't do one in August. And I told you that I wasn't going to be buying books as quickly as I had been, or at the rate that I had been, like the past few months. And again, I haven't. There are not nearly as many books in this book haul than there have been in like all of my other book hauls, and those have just been for 1 month, and this has been spread out over 2. So I'm very proud of myself. I have kept my word and like been pretty picky, and particular is a better word. I've been pretty particular with the books that I do decide to buy, and some of these have been given to me, so I didn't even necessarily buy all of these. I'm grateful for people giving these to me, but yeah, I just thought I would show you. Let's get started. There's nothing else really to say. I'm excited. Book hauls are some of my favorite videos to watch, and you guys seem to really like them, so let's get started. The first one is actually a poetry book, and it's one that I wasn't sure if I was gonna read, but I'm obsessed with the cover, and I was really into poetry when I bought it, or I was like really in a poetry mood, and so I'm going to read it. I just don't know necessarily when that's going to be, and that is Pillow Thoughts 2 Healing the Heart by Courtney Peppernell. I did read the first one, and I think I just thought that it was okay. I'm not really sure, but like I said, I have been in a decent poetry mood, or I was, so I don't know necessarily when I will get to this one. Hopefully soon, because I don't like to have poetry books just kind of chilling on my shelves for very long. But yeah, I'm excited to get to this one. I don't know a ton about it. It's poetry collection. I'm assuming it's gonna be sad. The next one is one that if you watched my mini bookshelf reorganization video, then you have already seen, and that is Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. She wrote the Program series, which I really want to read. It sounds really interesting, but this one is like a thriller about these girls that go to this academy, and they sound like they've almost been brainwashed, and that's pretty much all I know. Like, they're not really allowed to have like original thoughts, and it kind of reminds me of Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, like that part of it. But I am really excited to hopefully get to this one. Katie from Kate's Book Date has like raved about this on her channel recently, and that's why I initially picked it up. I believe I got this at the Barnes & Noble like book blowout sale thing, so it was actually half off, which is why I felt comfortable picking it up. So the next one you also saw in that video, and this is going to be Fence Volume 3 by C.S. Picot, Joanna the Mad, and Joanna Lafuente. This, I don't know if it's the conclusion or not to this graphic novel series. I really hope not, because I am obsessed with these, but this is just a graphic novel series about a boarding school where they go specifically for fencing, and the first 3 have just been like the tryouts for these boys, and I'm really hoping that the authors continue because they're so cute. There's like a hate to love romance kind of, but like nothing's even really happened, but I'm still like obsessed. I have read this one and I have reviewed it. It is if you want to see like my thoughts on it, I believe it's in my August wrap up. But yeah, I had to get it. It came out in August, and it was one of my most anticipated releases of the year. So the next one was one that I wasn't necessarily sure when I was going to pick it up, but it was one that I definitely knew I wanted to pick up, and it is a new release, but then I saw that the first editions had sprayed edges and I needed it, and that is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. This is a book about a Korean American boy whose parents are Korean, and they want him to fall in love with a Korean girl, but he is dating a white girl, and so him and this other girl who is in the same boat as him start fake dating each other just for their parents, and then they actually like fall in love, and it sounds so cute. I am so excited. Plus these beautiful sprayed edges are just everything. I am so obsessed with this cover too. So yeah, I'm really excited. Plus this is getting a sequel, which I didn't know until like recently when I went to go mark it as I want to read. But yeah, it's getting a sequel, which is kind of exciting. I started it. I'm not super far. I'm like 12 pages in, but I am already really enjoying it, and our main character is so like funny and sarcastic, and so I have a feeling that I'm really going to enjoy this one. The next one is one that I saw Books with Chloe get an arc of, and that is Kingdom of Souls by Raina Barron. This one sounds super interesting. It's about a girl who lives in this world of people who have magic, and she is the only person who doesn't, and so I think she like sells her soul to make a deal so that she can have magic, and then like things go horribly wrong for her. The back says, "I once laughed at stories about demons. Now I know that one may walk in my shadow," and that just sounds so intriguing. Plus this cover is stunning, and the spine is also super cool. So this is another high fantasy that I am so freaking excited about. Plus what's super cool is there have already been movie rights purchased for this book by I don't remember like the big company, but Michael B. Jordan as well, and that just makes me so excited and so happy for this author. Like, congratulations. So I am so excited to read this one and then watch the movie when it comes out starring Michael B. Jordan. Like, that is so cool. I'm so excited. The next one is one that my grandma actually gave to me because I bought her the first book for Christmas, and then she lent me that one, and I obviously haven't read it yet. And then she bought the second one because she was really excited to read it, and she gave me that one too. And it is The Missing of Claire de Lune. Reagan over at Peruse Project. My dogs are going nuts. Anyway, what was I saying? The Missing of Claire de Lune. This is one that Reagan over at Peruse Project has talked about a decent amount on her channel, and I found the first book before she ever talked about it, which I just want to say because I don't know, I'm just proud of myself. And she absolutely raves about them, and so that makes me want to read them even more. I think I might read the first one like in December. I don't know, it just gives me like December vibes. But this is about a girl named Ophelia who I think can travel through mirrors, and that's all I really know about it. But I'm excited to get to these. Plus, these covers are just so stunning. The next one has gotten a ton of hype on BookTube, especially recently, and it is Gideon the Ninth by Tasmin Moore. Something that I was not expecting when I picked this book up was the black sprayed edges. It looks so cool, but if you somehow haven't heard about this book, it is a science fiction fantasy about lesbian necromancers set in space, and it just sounds so good. I'm so excited to read this one. This is Mel to the Ennie's like favorite book of the year, I believe, so far, and she has not stopped raving about it, and so many other people have also raved about it. So many people got a copy of it at Book Expo, and I really want to read it. We only have a couple more books, so we're almost done. The next one is one that I wanted for a really long time but never bought, and it was part of that same like Barnes & Noble blowout 50% off sale, which was why I got it, and it is Nocturna by Maya Matane. This is one that people got in, I think it was either a Fairy Loot or an Owl Crate box, and I believe it's about like pirates, but it's also like, maybe it's not. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea, but while I do love the blue cover more, I still really do enjoy this cover. I don't know when I'm going to get to this one, but hopefully soon. That's all I have to say about this. I don't know the summary at all. I did know it at one point. The next one is another one that you've probably heard a ton of people talk about, and that is House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, and it sounds so incredible. As soon as I heard that it was a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, I had to have it. Plus, this cover is absolutely stunning. I am so excited to get to this one. I don't know when it's gonna happen, hopefully within the next couple of months, but this one sounds so good. It's about the 12 dancing princesses, and they all live in this really big house, and when the book starts, a couple of them have already died, and they keep dying off, and they don't know what or who is killing them. So it's kind of like a thriller retelling, and so they are like cursed, everybody thinks, and I think the main character starts to believe it too, but then even more of her sisters start dying, and so she kind of like goes in search of what might be happening to them. So I'm really excited to read this one. Hopefully it's good. The last book is one that you've probably heard a lot of people talk about, but I have talked about it a ton on my channel as well, and that is Pumpkinheads by Faith Erin Hicks and Rainbow Rowell. This is the cutest graphic novel I've ever read. Even the Tea Dragon Society, I love this one more. I know, I'm horrible, but this one is the cutest thing I've ever read. This is about Josie and Deja, who are seasonal best friends because they work at this pumpkin patch together, and it takes place on Halloween of their senior year. So it's their last time working together because they don't really hang out, or hanging out together because they don't really hang out outside of work. And so they're just kind of like they're kind of tying up all of the loose ends at their jobs, and just like taking the time to really get to know each other and really hang out. Not that they didn't know each other, but like just really kind of connect one last time, and it's like bittersweet for them. And this is such like, it gives you all of the fall vibes, so it's perfect for that. But also the banter and the friendship in this book is the cutest freaking thing I have ever read and related to in my life. I am so obsessed with it, and I'm going to probably read it like literally 3 times this year because I can't get enough of it. Sue me. Those were all of the books. There were not nearly as many as in my normal book hauls, especially span over 2 months, so I am really proud of myself. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Regardless, I hope that you're all doing well, reading, mentally and otherwise, and I really hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys. These are still like all really heavy books, and I don't know how I'm supposed to hold them up.